Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to another Mod Minute or so. We are on the lovely, beautiful, and talented Elm Creek, and we are going to be taking a look at actually 4 mods today all from Expendable Modding. I'm going to have a link to their itch.io page down in the description below so you can grab these mods, take a look at them. Tons and tons of configurations. Up front, these are PC and Mac only. None of these are going to be for console players. It's a shame, but it is what it is. There are a couple of additional mods that are not required, but you may want to grab. They are actually both, I believe, actually, I'm sorry, one of them is in the in-game mod hub, and one of them comes with the W900. I'll have more information about that here in a minute. But as you can see, Expendable Moddings has done an amazing job with a Fat Boy, Harley-Davidson Fat Boy, and a Street Glider. Street Glide? Boy, I'm going to sound stupid to Harley people. And then there's, of course, the W900, and we've got a beautiful Reefer trailer to go along with it as well. Now, there are tons and tons of configurations for these mods, and I'm going to go over them fairly quick. I'm the kind of person that likes to kind of just dig in and go over the configurations myself. So I definitely encourage you to grab these things and do that. You will probably find things that I definitely missed. But let's get started with the Harleys, shall we? So the first Harley we're going to take a look at is the Fat Boy. The Fat Boy comes in at $40,000 stock, 114 horsepower. Goes 118 miles an hour, and I will tell you, just from driving around with this thing, they stick to the ground very, very well. So your stock Harley here, you can get without stripes or with stripes. There on the tank, you've got a rear seat that you can add if you like. I don't believe it supports additional... what is it called from Kubota? The additional passenger. I don't think it supports that, but you can try that. I don't think it does. You can do with or without helmet. Now, if you do with helmet, it will pop that on your dome when you're riding, and I'll show you that too. So that's not just decorative. Of course, you've got underglow lighting. You've got white, dark blue, red, purple, orange, green, pink, yellow, light blue, back to none. We've got some exhaust options. Now, some of these do carry over to the other Harleys, so we'll go over them a little bit quicker next time. But for now, we've got your standard exhaust chrome to black. You've got chrome 2, black 2, chrome 3, black 3, chrome 4, and black exhaust 4. And of course, with colors, you've got a lot of options. And like I always say, generally say in my mod videos, when it comes to color configuration, grab yourself the color configuration mod. You'll be glad you did. Not only does it give you basically an infinite amount of colors to choose from, but also material types. So if you're not a big fan of the way that, well, I'll just show you real quick. If you're not a big fan of the way that blue looks, you think it's either a little too dull or it looks too metallic, you can always go in and you can always change that. It's set to glass right now. We can change that to, I don't know, you can even do dirt, I guess, if you want to. Let's just go in, maybe change it to old metal, change it to rubber, copper, chrome. We'll change it to plastic. You can kind of see how that changes the texture and the look of it. But that mod, the color configurator mod, I have on another video if you want to check it out. You've also got chrome trim colors you can change. Wheel colors, of course, you can change. And you can change the stripe color as well to your liking. And, of course, you can add custom license plate. Let's go to the Street Glide. This one comes in at $40,000 as well. 114 horsepower, the same 118 miles an hour. Quite like this. You've got fender selections. You've got that fender, and you've got a little more, I guess, more sporty, streamlined fender. You've got the standard seat. You got seat option 2. You can do with or with helmet on this as well, with or without helmet on this one as well. You can add logos to the tank and the saddlebags, or both or none. You got a crash bar right here in the front you can add. You can also add crash bar with white lights, with yellow lights. You can have a crash bar 2. You can have crash bar 2 with white and yellow lights. White lights only, yellow lights only, and without. You can do a chin spoiler. Had no idea what that was, so I'm glad I learned a couple things about bike configurations doing this. That's a chin spoiler. I don't know why they call it a chin spoiler. I know somebody will let me know why it's called a chin spoiler, but that's kind of cool looking. With and without the chin spoiler. Of course, we've got similar exhaust options on this bike. I don't think we've got a long exhaust for obvious reasons, but we've got the chrome, the black, the chrome 2, the black 2, chrome 3, black 3, chrome 4, and black 4. Oh, we've got a 5th one as well. Very nice. You can also do underglow, just like on the other bike. We've got main colors, very similar to the other bike as well. Chrome trim colors. Wheel colors. Logo color. There you go. Not too shabby. Loving these Harleys. So like I mentioned before, when you hop on the bike, if you don't have the helmet present, no helmet, right? See my bald head. But if we hop on this one, voila. Got the old classic helmet there. Is that a classic Harley helmet? Because it seems to me like I've seen a lot of Harley-Davidson drivers in particular, or drivers. Wow, I'm going to get crucified for this. Have those kind of helmets. You know what? We're on the bike. Let's fire it up. Let's listen to it. I'll keep my mouth shut. You guys can enjoy the ride here for a minute. Beautiful. What a great, great bike. Let's listen to this one. I believe this has the same sound. Same type of lighting. Rear lights, good bright brake lights. Hazards, left and right turn signals. Take this one for just a quick little cruise. Very, very nice. Fun to ride. Get out there on a Sunday afternoon. Grab some friends. Enjoy a nice ride on the bike. All right, let's move on to the W900. This is the W900. This is version 3 from Expendable Modding. Again, like I said, tons of configuration. They also do this wonderful reefer trailer, which is able to use Loki 79's Universal Autoload mod. That is actually in the Giants in-game mod hub, so you're probably going to want to grab that if you're going to want to use the reefer for auto loading. It's fantastic. Loki does a great job with his auto load mod. The W900, if I remember correctly, comes with the more configurations mod, like I mentioned before, which allows you to allows the game to have a lot more configurations available. This also supports, the W900 also supports 89 Studios Phanteks bed attachments. And I'll show you this real quick. You probably saw it when we were driving in. But this is the W900 that we're looking at over there in a day cab configuration. But with David's from 82 Studios, you probably know his work, that all the TLX mods that he does, along with a ton of other things for the community. This flatbed is from his Phanteks set. So all of these deals here, I haven't tested every one of them, but according to Expendable Moddings, I think all of these attachments should work just fine with the W900, which is kind of nice because some of these auto loads would be pretty handy if you don't want to use the big old reefer. You can get a bed like this, throw an auto load trailer on the back. Doesn't that look good though? Looks fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Expendable Modding also attributes or gives credit to GTX, Andy, and I believe Status Low Modding for making more store options available. So I wanted to throw that out there as well. Let's take a quick peek at the W900. Oh boy. So they start, there's a lot here. So basic difference is custom, and you got an air ride. So you can either get it with or with air ride. I believe the one I purchased has air ride. It does indeed. Yeah, it has air ride. Let's just go over these configurations relatively quick. Like I said, you're going to want to dig into this a little bit deeper because there is a ton here. I mean, look at all just the paint options for trim and, oh my goodness. Anyways, we start with a Cummins at 550 horsepower, and you can do a tuned Cummins at 850 horse. You've got ATX and you've got Alcoas. Several different tire options. I'm just going to go through the Alcoas real quick. They're the same for the ATX, just different branding. You've got the street tires. We've got street with steps. Pusher 1, Pusher 2, Pusher 3s. Then you've got the Alcoa Heavies with steps, with Pusher 1, Pusher 2, Pusher 3, Alcoa Specials. Special with steps, and Pusher 1, 2, 3, and back to the streets. Like I said, they're the same for the ATX as well. Now for rack options, go with no rack. You can do a wet kit, rack 1, rack 2, rack 3. Now you'll see a flatbed day cab and a flatbed sleeper. And I'll get into those here in a second, if I understand it correctly, which I think I finally figured out kind of what the combinations here are, but let's go back down to, let's go to cab and chassis options first. So you've got a day cab short, right? Now, if we go to the day, now, I'm sorry, the next one is 82 Studios Phanteks attachers, which is what I just showed you with that dump bed on the back. Then if we get into day cab long, you can go to the flatbed day cab, but you need to have either, and actually I don't think it should work with the Phanteks attachers. I think it should go away. But anyways, day cab long and day cab stretched supports the flatbed. And as you can see, it's got a toolbox here, and it kind of fits nicely with the gas tank. Let's get rid of the flatbed for a second, and we'll go over that with the sleeper here in a sec. So you got day cab long, we've got a stretched day cab, you've got a mid-roof sleeper short. The mid-roof sleeper long, I think we can add, once we get to the stretched, you can add a sleeper flatbed. And you see it's got the double storage boxes down here now instead of the day cab, which only has a single storage. I guess you could use either one you want. I think either one will work. It just depends on if you want 1 or 2 storage boxes. I think that's really the only difference in the sleeper. Then you got mid-roof sleeper Aero short. You've got the Aero mid-roof sleeper long with Aero. Mid-roof sleeper Aero stretched. Aero sleeper short without, I'm sorry, yeah, Aero sleeper cab short. Aero sleeper cab long. Aero sleeper cab stretched. Aero sleeper cab with arrows, with the Aero extensions. Short, long, and stretched. Yeah, there's a lot. If you're confused, you should see me on this end. Back to the day cab short. And you will notice too that where the air hoses and whatnot connect, I guess in Europe they call them the Susies, that will change as well. As you can see when I did the flatbed. In fact, if we go here, you can see how that changes the location of that so it fits properly with the flatbed. All right, let's move on. Headlights. Stock headlights. Stock with halos. You've got LED headlights, round headlights, back to stock headlights. You can do extra lights you want. No side lights with, let's get rid of that. We need to get rid of our rack so we can see this. So we've got, go back to the lights, no side lights, 2 rear, which is that right there, not down here, but the back of the cab right there. 8 rear, no side lights. Then you can go with side lights with 2 rear and side lights with 8 rear. Then you could do side lights with no rear lights. Super chicken. It's kind of funny. But you get all the chicken lights. Well, at least a good amount of chicken lights. And then extreme chicken. You got lights down here, lights up here. I think we can even add more lights, but I think it adds lights to the air intakes. Yeah, it gets kind of crazy. And then back to no lights there. Let's go with the super chicken. Visors, you've got the stock visor. You've got stock with lights. Trust me, if you put all the lights that this mod offers on this truck, I think you're well over 100. I haven't counted, but I think you can get well over 100. Easily well over 100 with the trailer. Easily. Sorry, I got lost here for a second. Visors, drop visor. Drop with lights. You've got the bow tie with lights and the bow tie drop. Bow tie drop with lights. Back to stock. Now we've got fenders. No fenders at all. Half fender 2, half fender 3, double fender 1, 2, and 3, and back to none. Exhaust, we've got stock exhaust tall. You've got the flat top exhaust. You've got the miter cut exhaust tall, bullhorn exhaust tall, back to stock exhaust short actually. Flat top exhaust short, miter, bull, and back to the stock exhaust tall. The grills and mesh guard. We are looking at mesh only 1, mesh only 2. Then you've got mesh and guards 1, mesh and guards 2. Bars only 1, bars only 2, bars and guards 1, bars and guards 2, billet only 1, billet only 2, and guess what? You're probably figuring out where we're going here. Billet and guards 1, billet and guards 2, and then back to mesh only. Of course, you've got underglow. We've got white, dark blue, red, purple, orange, green. Did I skip one? No. Pink, yellow, light blue, back to none. We're not done yet, folks. We got a ways to go. Stripe options. We've got no stripes. Actually, let me change the color. Let me just change the color to something that's relatively non-offensive. We'll pick the one we did. Where are we at here? Stripes? Yeah, stripes. So stripe options. Pinstripes. You can see we got a little pinstripe action right up there at the front. You've got scallops, Phoenix, Seminole. I guess they call that Tink Tink. I didn't know that was a name for a stripe. Actually, I quite like the Tink Tink. I actually do. Yeah, not too shabby. All right. Bumper options. We've got stock bumper. We've got stock with lights. Yes, more lights. Like I said, you're easily into the hundreds with lights on this thing. Bumper 1. Bumper 1 with lights. Bumper 2. Take a guess. Bumper 2 with lights. Bumper 3. Say it with me. Bumper 3 with lights. And back to the stock. Window tinting. Level 1. Level 2. Level 3. Level 4. Actually, the window tinting doesn't come with lights. I'm kind of disappointed. Oh, goodness. Elephant ears. Right here, I believe, we've got elephant ears, without elephant ears, and with. Oh, yes. This mod author did an amazing job. Window chops. Take a look up here. With and without the window chops. Now we get to the colors. So you've got your main color, your lower color, your frame color. You can do visor color, rim color, trim color, bumper color, stripe color, fuel tank color, exhaust color, diamond plate color. So honestly, I don't think I've seen another mod that has more color options than this one. I mean, your visor color. Let's take a look at fuel tank. So the fuel tank color, you can change the actual fuel tank colors. I believe the where is, let's see, bumper color. Okay, just regular bumper color does not affect the one in back. Stripe color. Let's go dark on the stripe color. Exhaust color, you can change the color of your exhaust. So if you're super not, oh man, you could black this thing out wonderfully. Fuel tank color, we already did. Exhaust color, diamond plate color. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Diamond plate color. Holy cow. Now somewhere in here I missed lower color. I know it's this here. Okay. Man, that's grossing me out. But you can change lower color, visor color, rim color. Oh, here it is. Trim color. Okay. I was looking for a way to change the straps and stuff. There we go. All right. So you can even do trim color. I mean, there's virtually, you can change color on everything. Let's just put it that way. And I'm kind of curious now if we do dark black satin. Dark black satin. This is why I like David's 82 Studios. The way he has on his trucks, like pre-configured color variations. It's kind of cool. Dark black satin. I think that's it, right? Or close to it. Yeah, see, that's my kind of truck. Then we can do the, hold on, uno momento, por favor. Let's do the window, let's do window chops, elephant ears, window tint. Let's go to level 4 on that. There you go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, she's a beaut. Sorry, I'm just having fun. Yeah, that's mine. Oh, I love it. All dash gauges work great. All light up. Great lighting on it. Good horn. See that coming at you at night? That'd be fantastic. All right, I'm getting sidetracked. Let's go to the Reefer. Next we have the Reefer. We've got a standard Reefer and we've got Reefer with a lift axles. I'll show you that. I hope I don't remember to show you the air suspension and the lift axles. But here's your standard Reefer trailer, again with ATX and Alcoa. I'm not going to go through them all. They're basically the same as... Actually, no, they're not. Street, you got Street 2. Wow, so only the 2 options there. Let's see if that's the same for Alcoa. Special, Street. Yeah, cool. All right, glad I took a look at that. Fenders, no fenders. Fender 1, Fender 2, Fender 3, and none. Toolboxes. One, either front, back, or both. Chicken lights. Stage 1 chicken lights. Stage 2 chicken lights. Super chicken lights. Oh boy. Stripe options. We should be able to see them. Okay. Stripe options. You've got, like we had before, we've got the pinstripes. Actually, am I seeing the pinstripes? I don't think we are. Main color. We need to change the stripe color, I believe. Trim color, stripe color. Let's change, actually, to make this easier to look at, let's do a dark Reefer color. There's our stripes right there. Okay, so there's your pinstripes, scallops, Phoenix, Seminole, and Tink Tink. Still like that Tink Tink. Reefer options, without a Reefer and with the Reefer. Heck yeah. What else do we have here? Forward lights, without forward lights or with forward lights. You can see it adds them to that axle, to that light right there down where my mouse is right there. Took me a second to find those. But yeah, forward lights right there. Underglow, we've got the same underglow options that we had before. Main color, of course, we've got all the main color options that we had for the truck, so you can do matchy-matchy if you want. Just looks good, doesn't it? Let's go with the let's just do the black thing here. Forward lights, underglow, and then we just go through our colors. We're gonna do a blacked out, and blacked out, trim color. And what should we do with the stripe color? Yeah, black. Beauty. That I believe in the business they'll call that a blacked out rig. Yeah, buddy. I love it. Good brake lights, hazards, left and right signal, and reverse lights. Good reverse lights. You can see those front lights that we added down there in that rear axle. All right, let's go back to the one we purchased. So here we are, back to the one I have configured here. Now, I did mention a couple things. Actually, let me show you this real quick. So you do have air suspension. Let me see if I can get... Raise and lower the air suspension. That's the front. And I think we can do the back. Oh no, that moves the fifth wheel. Let's move that away a little bit. Give us a little turning room there. That might be for the trailer. Let's see here. Nope, I'm seeing. I thought we had separate. Oh, there we go. Okay, so up and down with the mouse is the front axle. Left and right with the mouse are the rear axles. And then the right mouse button is the fifth wheel. Very good. Now let's select the trailer. And if we come back here to the axles on the trailer, the left mouse button. Am I still doing the front? Looks like I'm still doing the front. Oh, there we go. Right mouse button. Looks like you can do right mouse button on the trailer. Up and down is the front axle. Yeah, it's a little sketchy for me, but I think it's up, down, kind of like that right there. So you can definitely do air ride on separately on both the truck and the trailer. Of course, the trailer has opening rear doors. Very, very nice. Now, I did mention that the truck does support Autoload. So what we can do here, let's go ahead and turn that thing off. So we're going to do a little quick demo of the Autoload. This is not going to be anything super legit or fancy. I'm just going to show you all so you can see what's going on here. And depending on the shape and size of the pallets is going to be how much this trailer will hold. I think I had, when I was playing around with it, 30, 35, 40 pallets in here, I think, if I remember right. We'll do a bunch of parsnip, red beets, some carrot soup, triple soups, preserved foods, beetroots, some parsnips, and some carrots. And I'm stuck. There we go. All right. And we'll just do the auto load here. Beauty. Let's get out here for a second. I may need to turn on my strength. Now, of course, with Loki's Universal Autoload mod, it's kind of nice because you can actually kind of do a half and half where you can use a forklift or whatever you want to use and kind of drive up to the back and it'll just take it right in. So it kind of gives you the opportunity to kind of, you know, not have to worry about being super careful, but having some realism in how you auto load your goods. We get in the truck here. The right truck. There we go. We'll fire it up. Now, as soon as I strap the load down, you can see how it adds to the lower right there by our speedo what we actually have in the back. We can unstrap it and we can just unload it and it will unload our product right there. And of course, if we want to reload the product, just go through and reload that. And when you're done, close up the load, call it a day. Now, I think with Loki's Autoload mod, just going to take a look at it here. It doesn't look like, maybe unload, it doesn't look like it actually has a loading side left, right. So I think that's been removed, rightfully so, since you're really going to only load from the back end on the Reefer. So that's kind of cool. Easy unload and easy load. This is definitely going to be going at some point into a Let's Play I do. This little rig right here. Way too nice to not use. Way too nice to not use. Holy cow. I think I have covered... I've covered everything. Well, I know I haven't covered everything, but I think I've covered most of what I've wanted to cover. I am a little curious about one thing, though. If y'all will just... Whoops. If you all will indulge me here. Let's get rid of the Phoenix dumper. Let's go in and customize this thing for a second. And I kind of want to do the... I want to do the flatbed sleeper. Something like this. Yeah. Something like this. That'll work. Okay, so there's our flatbed sleeper, right? And I'm curious, you know, for those long, lengthy road trips, can we get one of the Harleys or both? Oh, that's not good. How about this way? Maybe not the safest idea, but will it work? Oh, yeah, that'll work. All right, Mr. Harley, you sit right there. I'm being very careful with the Harleys, TBG. Trying not to damage. Man, let's set this Harley down here. I don't know if those have straps. Oh, there are straps. Okay, not the right way. But nonetheless, let me see if I can... Oh, it's very... Oh, that's my bad. That's totally on me. Maybe we shouldn't do both bikes. Or maybe we should have somebody competent doing this. There we go. Okay, let me turn off. I always get in trouble with the super strength. No, Brad, stop. Don't get on the bikes, Brad. Don't get on the bikes. Goodness gracious. I'm trying. There we go. I at least want to give it a chance to work. All right, here we go. All right, that should, I think, keep the bikes on there. Let's get this bad Mamba Jamba out of the way. I think that's a bike. That's a bike. Oh, I didn't like the way that moved. Okay. So we've got our two Harleys. Let's get this thing backed up here. Come on now. Come on now. Beauty. Don't hit the Harley. Can I move the fifth wheel at all? No, not really? Okay. Alright, good enough. That should not hit the Harley. I think we're in pretty good shape right there. So there you go. So now you can go on your long trucking adventure. You know, like Alabama used to sing, roll on highway, roll on along. Roll on mama till you get back home. Roll on daddy till you get back home, I think it is. Oh boy. I bet you Alabama wasn't driving a truck set up like this. You got your Harleys? Yeah, she's a beaut. Okay, everyone, I'm done messing around. Thank you all for indulging me, for joining me on this. I hope you enjoyed it. Expendable modding, absolutely fantastic job. It's folks like you that make this game better and better and better, and keep it exciting for us players for, what is it, the 2 or 3 or whatever years we have to wait for the next version, and in between DLCs. So thank you again so much, Expendables. I will have all their information and their download link and whatnot down below in the video. You know what I'm saying. Give them some love. Leave a comment for them out on their itch.io site. Let them know that you appreciate their hard work. Let them know where you saw their stuff if you would. That'd be great too. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. That would help the channel out a lot. Subscribe or become a member. And I put out videos basically, well, pretty much every day, and usually one day on a weekend. We're on Tranquil Waters right now, and we're also doing a traveling contractor series right now every Thursday. So definitely come feel free to join us. I think we're a happy group. Not a lot of negativity until I do my rants. And even those are now becoming a little more farther apart. So I just stay out of the forums, and I'm better off. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, Brad. I don't know. It's not going to look good. This is not going to end well. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Have a fantastic weekend. And I'll see you guys all soon. Bye for now.